Today we'll talk about sneakers, 10 stylish looks with sneakers, dedicated to my follower Nika. She wrote me a really nice message saying she's been following me since the old apartment, since the Bom Retiro blouses, and that she misses this kind of content, those old looks I like to put together, my crazy combinations, the details of the collar matching the little detail on the sneakers. Nika, that will never change. We still pay attention to all the touches, to all the smallest details. They need to be respected. And let me start with this look. I hope you enjoy this video. And for those of you who are missing a certain type of video or want to see some specific content, please leave a comment here. And of course, welcome to my channel, to our channel, right? Someone says you call it your channel, but it's ours, and yes, it is ours. So please, the voice of the people is the voice of God. Let me show you a really cute and stylish look. I know, guys, that adding a third piece automatically makes the outfit more chic, stylish, and sophisticated. And I know just yesterday a follower messaged me saying she's from Alagoas. Girl, I know it's going to be complicated. So I'm going to take off the little jacket. It'll make the outfit a bit simpler. But thinking that from now on it's going to get a little cooler, we'll be able to wear at least, a thin jacket. I think the outfit will look good. And the way I really like to style wide leg pants is to pair them with a shorter jacket. I think it looks so pretty with boots. I'm comfortable with any kind of shoes, but I have a little rule I really like. I think it's super stylish to wear wide leg pants with sneakers and a shorter jacket, whether it's a blazer or this one, which is a bomber, kind of like a blazer. Super stylish, by the way. Everything I have, I'll leave the link pinned in the first comment and also in the description. Some outfits I show today may be missing pieces. For example, if I link to the pants, I might not link to the blouse. How will that work? This video isn't dedicated to a store or a collection. It's about me and stylish outfits. I'm going to use pieces from my personal collection and things I already have. I have some old stuff, guys. I started here in 2019. I'm emotionally attached to some things and can't let them go, but you can count on me to help with everything I have. Well, these pants are wide leg, but they're slim. They're not that wide. They could be wider, which would also look nice. And these pants, I cut the hem myself that day with scissors to wear with the little boots that I've been wearing a lot all winter. If you've been following me for a while, you know which boots they are. They're the darker brown Renner boots, and the pants are short. With sneakers, they'll fit, but I'll need to cut them more. I bought scissors from Mercado Libre with a laser recommended by a follower. When you call an architect, someone to do a project in your house, and they show up with a measuring tool with an LED light, that catches the measurement. That's it. It's kind of like that. That's the word I was looking for. A guide there so you don't make a mistake. And now I'm going to cut my hems less crooked because I have a special pair of scissors. That's it. Anyone who's followed me a while knows I used to think this was the end, these stained pants. Now I think they're cool, and the Peruvian cotton shirt makes all the difference. When you put on a jacket or whatever it is, the shirt underneath also has to be considered because it's part of the finishing touch. First, if you get hot, you won't be caught off guard. And second, it makes a big difference in the finishing. What's the idea? The idea is that it's not made of Lycra, that it has this soft touch, and that it's not too see-through. You know it has good quality. Don't worry about makeup when washing, just avoid the washing machine to prevent misshaping. Because sometimes the fabric is nice, but the fit looks bad. Well, from the side and from the back, guys, I thought it looked beautiful. It really suited me. I wore it with the Samba shorts, beige, and then the t-shirt. Since Annika knows I like details, I matched it with a t-shirt that's not so white. There is a whiter white. It would look fine here, but I think it's more harmonious to pair beige with beige. To avoid mistakes, always match beige with beige, black with black. You can't go wrong that way. I'm there matching things just the way we like. Here's the full look, and let's move on to the next one. This look is very basic and discreet, but I'm going to bring two options. One, let's say, that's more elaborate, because I think the details make all the difference. And even though these are obvious pieces, I notice that people really tend to go for the obvious. So like in the summer, everyone puts on a printed t-shirt, some random prints, shorts, jeans, and sneakers. If you switch to a more stylish pair of shorts, a good quality shirt, some nice cotton, it really makes a difference, So I feel like there are thoughtful details in this look, even if it's simple. I love this one, and I love the belt that comes with it. Look at how beautiful this belt is. It's so hard to find such a nice belt. I loved it. It's pretty long, actually. And for moms, it's a nice length. Not quite Bermuda shorts, but much more than regular shorts. And these sneakers, everything looks good with them. It's a style very similar to Adidas Samba, and the fact that it's off-white makes it really neutral. I paired it with my brown bag. I don't have a caramel colored one, but it matched the outfit style. It's sporty and casual, so it also works with a bigger bag. Here it is from the side and back. This one isn't mine, it's borrowed, but I'm going to get one for myself. I've already ordered it. And then this is the more unique look. So what do you all think? I'm going to use the burgundy bag, which could even go with this look, but it would look kind of off. But then I brought a scarf for you to make it fancier, and actually that's a really good idea for traveling. Sometimes we have to pack light, so how do you create a different look the next day? Some days you wear the scarf, other days you don't. Both look cool. Let me tie the scarf, guys. People at home said I look like a scout, but I think it's really cute. I already used this idea on my last trip. I wore a shirt, so the collar was here. Then I used the scarf like a little tie, and I put on a sweater. Bia, let's put up the photo. Bia wants to kill me because of my ideas, since I always remember something to show. But I bought this other scarf from Zara on the trip itself, and I loved it. And this one is from C&A, and the colors are just as perfect. Look, it really matches this shade here. It even leans more towards burgundy. It has mustard, it has green, it has blue. It's a very nice scarf. It looks great with off-white. It looks great with all these colors. And look how it looks with the outfit. Now the bag, look, I'll even take the bag off because I think I would still prefer it to be that size because the one with the monogram would be too much. Check out how cute and stylish this outfit is. I loved it. It reminds me of what you'd wear on an expedition, even tying your hair up for the trip. I tied my hair up to show my neck, since with both the scarf and hair, it feels like too much. Adding any detail near the neck can help. Many people hide this part, but if you can, show it. It looks great. Did you like it? I thought it was cool. Here's the complete look, and now let's move on to the next one. A really stylish all jeans outfit. What do you think? I matched the shirt with the pants, and they're practically the same color. Even though they're from different stores, the shirt is from Renner and the pants are from Riacho. Guys, these are my favorite pants. They're a wide leg slim and I love their color. They fit really well. And I also cut the hem, but I'm wearing the hem so I can wear it with ankle boots that also have a little heel. With the boots I wore all year and high-heeled sneakers, I need to cut them more, but since I have another pair, I'll cut them later to fit. I wore the navy blue Adidas Samba and was surprised by how often I've worn them. I really like both the beige pair I showed you earlier and the navy blue. They're both great colors. Yesterday I blogged everything. Check it out and share with your husbands. Neto Farapo is making tons of outfits and inspiration. And then the girls asked, I think one girl asked him, which sneaker is the most popular right now, the most neutral, the most wearable and all that. He said it's the Adidas Samba, specifically the classic white and black. But I'm tired of it. I wore mine a lot, gave it to my mom, and it doesn't make sense for me anymore. I noticed that within sneaker fashion, there hasn't been much innovation, with new sneakers. There are some New Balance and Adidas Samba shoes, but that's mostly it. It's pretty much dominated by those, especially the Adidas Samba. They created new colors, so the navy and the beige are two that, for me, made a lot of sense and have worked really well in outfits. So I wore the shirt open here, but we could button it up and tuck it in for another look that's not as breezy. But I'm already thinking about the upcoming fall and winter. We're already in the March rains, right? Wrapping up summer, so soon it's going to start getting a little cooler. Here, look, so you can see the sneakers from the side, the outfit, and from the back. Look, guys, adding something red here would look cool on the bag as a colorful detail. The outfit itself looks interesting. What did you think? Here's the complete look. Now let's move on to the next one. Guys, I really love trench coats. I think they're the most stylish piece in the world. In fact, I wore this outfit at a Renner event not too long ago. Bia, just accept the photo, say please. I put on the trench coat, these same pants, and I think the belt. And then I put on some slingbacks, a super chic scarf with a golden tip and everything. And I took this photo that you're seeing here. Afterwards, we went to the mall and I went with my grandson, my mom, and Luquinha. And I took sneakers in my bag because I wasn't going to walk around the mall in those high heels. I can't handle it, but like what? How does this look work for a rainy day since you're wearing a trench coat? Sneakers are really good for a cold day. They're great for the airport too. I've also seen a video of a girl saying she doesn't recommend wearing wide leg pants at the airport because there you go through a lot of escalators. You go around the terminal, conveyor belts, escalators, and all that, and then your pants might drag. You go to the bathroom and you'll end up dragging them all over the airport. Wide leg pants are usually worn a little longer, so that can happen. So she recommends that for traveling, we shouldn't wear wide leg pants, but I don't follow that rule, okay? In fact, I recently traveled wearing wide leg pants, but here's the recommendation. Here's the outfit suggestion. So guys, what do I think you might notice? Lack of lighter clothes. I've always had a rule ever since I became someone obsessed with sneakers. I just don't think sneakers go with everything. With tank tops, it's really a matter of personal taste. But for me, if you're wearing a tank top, it's because it's really hot. And sneakers, whether you like it or not, are a bit more closed. Oh, Rita, we'll never see Rita wearing a tank top with sneakers. I don't know, but I feel like to coordinate, if I'm wearing a little tank top, which I'm not really into tank tops anyway, I'll probably be wearing sandals or flats. And then when I put on a little t-shirt, I can already wear sneakers. Then I can wear sneakers, loafers, yes, any other type of shoe, closed shoes. I feel limited since I rarely wear printed t-shirts, so I stick to basic cotton ones year-round. That's why I recommend this approach. Of the basics, all of them, white, black, navy blue, khaki, caramel, off-white, because they're really good, both for coordinating with your outfit and for looking well-dressed. Without the trench coat, here with it, and here the microphone is right here. And here, look, without the trench coat. See how you still look well put together? Why? The pants are tailored, the cotton pants have great quality, and I'm wearing black sneakers here. Guys, I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. Wow, my rhinitis is really acting up. So I take Bilistine and I have the air conditioning on here. I think that might be making it worse. Well, bye, Mardo. Here's the full look, and let's move on to the next one, which is one of my favorite outfits so far. Actually, keep in mind that these pants will be hemmed. I love these Renner pants so much, I bought two pairs, one for sneakers and one for high heels, but both are really long. So here's a tip for anyone who's tall and likes these pants, because even with heels, there was still a lot of extra length. Here, I'm right on my tiptoes. That doesn't happen very often in stores. And honestly, I feel bad for you tall girls because for us short girls, we'd pay the same amount to get the hem altered. At the tailor, whether you need to take off 30 centimeters or just a couple of fingers, and for you guys, even 3 fingers would make a big difference, right? It would change the whole look. It would be much more harmonious, so I really do feel sorry. I wish that since I have to hem my clothes, the tailor would have to hem a lot of pieces too. This jacket, guys, it's from Hearing and I loved it. It's a very sincere recommendation because it has a really nice color. It's kind of like a twill. It's a thick fabric, very structured, bomber style. Look, I've already worn it as an airport look. When I traveled recently to Luquinhas anyway, my mom, my grandson, everyone went on a trip. There's even a photo, Bioka, one more, the photo when we were going to Disney. Look how cute. We did a get ready with me. So I wore it with light pants too and a green shirt since Luquinha was wearing a green sweatsuit. I see that it works really well with tailoring. If you want to wear flats, loafers, or sneakers, it works. It's a jacket with a really nice color, very neutral, and then you can add colors or not. If you wanted to add blue, orange, green, or whatever you wanted to match with this jacket, it would look good. It's a really versatile jacket. My honest recommendation is medium, okay? Normally I wear small, and I didn't even try on the small. I went straight for the medium and loved it. I thought it didn't need to be smaller, so I would even recommend going one size up. Since I'm someone who likes clothes to fit just right, most people I know also like their clothes to fit perfectly. They prefer a tighter fit and sometimes squeeze into a smaller size. That's the sexy style. My grandson and mom always want everything tight fitting. I like everything loose. Well, the pants, they're beautiful. Oh, these pants, guys, if you know by NV, Nativosa, that brand has a lot of cool clothes. I really like her clothes, and those are the pants from, it's the brand of my pants. Longtime viewers of the channel will know Carrot. She has a pair of pants called Emilia, and they have exactly the same style as these pants, the white leg. They also have a little belt here, look, which I ended up taking off. I don't really like the belt, but these pants, Emilia, have the same vibe. Maybe it has a slightly more structured crepe, I think. There's little difference between this crepe and the one from Nativosa. But still, it's a really good inspiration with very good quality, and it fits really well. It looks really nice. As for the sneakers, my sneakers just happen to be the same color. You know I'm crazy about details. They have these 3 shades. It's a New Balance 530. But I brought them from my trips. Both times I traveled, I found them in different places. I haven't seen them here yet, but since it's more of a winter color, I'm sure they'll arrive here too. And here, guys, from the side and from the back, so you can see at home and get interested in the pants, because these pants are a sincere recommendation. Well, here's the full look, and let's move on to the next one. For me, this is one of the most interesting looks to wear with sneakers. Mixing it with a blazer creates that high-low style. One piece is more chic, the other is more casual with jeans, the blazer. It really changes its vibe because a lot of people are afraid to take it out of the formal and bring it into the casual. So when you do this, you realize, wow, I never imagined I could wear a blazer on the weekend. And then when you go even further, throw in some jeans and mix it with sneakers. Oh, guys, this looks beautiful and it's cool because you're wearing a fancy jacket, let's say, right? A piece, a really elegant third piece, a cotton t-shirt, which is giving it a nice finish, not letting your blazer shine on its own. The pants look good there. Pants with a basic wash, nothing too fancy, nothing too frilly, that fit well, that make your butt look nice. These pants really lift your butt. The pocket is high up, you know? These pants are for petite women. I'll share links for both, especially for petites, since I didn't even need to hem them, which is rare. See, it fits perfectly. Reminder, I'm 1.56 meters tall. And then I'll try to find the link for the regular version for taller women because this one will be way too short on you. So it'll look like cropped pants. It'll be straight, a little shorter, but it's beautiful for tall women. These pants look great with heels, but I think with sneakers, they might be a bit short and then they'll look straight at the hem, you know? For us shorter girls, these pants are great. I've styled them in different ways and love the color. Even though I'm not a fan, not a huge fan of light colored pants, this blazer, you'll find it strange when you click on the link because the models has buttons. So what happens? Hasea made this blazer last year and they used a gold button with a black ball on all the colors. On the black one it looked okay, but on the off-white the button looked too heavy. On the brown it looked heavy. They made it at the time in brown. And on the baby blue it looked way too heavy. So it's a beautiful blazer, very well structured, with a nice fabric. It's lined, you know, a blazer of great quality. But I thought they went a bit overboard with the trimmings. It's not that the button is ugly, it just doesn't match the piece. You know, I'm a big fan. For me, a button covered in the same fabric really elevates the piece. It doesn't clash. It's not a highlight because whether we like it or not, when we look here, I'm already wearing earrings, you know? I have a watch, I have a purse, and my sneakers already have a detail. I could be wearing a belt or not. Imagine if I had a belt on, then another flashy button would be too much. It doesn't need to be something noticeable, unless that's really the intention, like a super clean button. That's fine, but since it's usually one button, I don't think it's worth it. And I swear it's not being cheap, it's not laziness to wait or take it to the tailor. I just wanted to get there and fix my pants right away. You have the knack because you dare to use scissors while she's a seamstress's daughter. She doesn't sew and lacks courage. I said I don't know if it's skill or irresponsibility, but guys, just grab some scissors. It can even be some blunt safety scissors. I do it. I make my cuts. I figure it out, but I get it done. I'm not afraid. Well, that's it. Watch the full video and enjoy. This is a little mix that the creator made. So who are we to judge, guys? It's just a little tree, right? The green with the brown. Super harmonious. Of course, it ends up repeating, but it's a nice and very light mix. Key points. If the link is active, you can get this shirt. There are green and beige options, and the beige one is especially beautiful. I didn't bring the beige one since I've already made several outfits with beige. I chose brown for a change, and these shorts are a great suggestion. I have all the colors of it, and the brown one has been sold out for a long time. We went months without getting it, and now it's back. I like to get one size up so it fits looser so nothing feels tight. I also end up getting a little more length, so for those who like something looser, I recommend going one size up, like this one. The shirt is actually a size small. It comes in black, white, beige, navy, and red. I think that's it. I'd start with the black one or the white one. It's tough, really, all of them. The black and the brown more than the white one, then the off-white more than the white, and then the navy. The navy is also really good. I don't know, guys, see what makes sense for you, but the good thing about the brown one is that it's going to start getting colder. So what do you think? I've already worn it with a parka. I'll leave some outfits for you with a white shirt, with a parka, with another plaid coat, and with a beige blazer. I've worn it different ways, but only 4 in real life. I'll leave the ones for you here with the skirt. It's amazing. And so the style tip here, talking about stylish outfits with sneakers, is that once you coordinate the base, the shoes with the base of your outfit, look like this. I put everything up here, and the brown one, right? Talking about this skirt, it goes well with so many colors: green, yellow, pink, white, orange, red, black itself, off-white, brown. I say that like the color of the moment isn't the one that won our hearts for nothing, because it's really easy to match. Brown is just as elegant as black and much lighter. So go for it without moderation. Here's the full look, and let's move on to the dish. And now a version for my friends who prefer modest fashion, a midi skirt with a very proper and cute shirt in a caramel shade, which is really nice. I brought this shirt for you to give me at home, and I liked it so much I got one for myself. It's so cute. Do you remember the look from the Riachuelo producer I showed you? A little scarf, very Anna Jones style, a leopard print scarf, shorts and sneakers, all matching. Now, I put together the look with jeans. This belt that you're going to ask about is Nintino's. I stole it from him. By the way, I want to show you that this braided style is super trendy, both for women and men. I brought several pieces from Riacho to try on. Jumpsuit pants that had this belt. Then my grandson wanted to steal the belt for himself, but it was a piece I ended up not keeping. We went on a trip and he brought back this belt. This skirt is from Renner, such a beautiful midi skirt. Check out its color, it's really nice. The denim is gorgeous. I even put together about 3 outfit ideas with it these days, with a yellow t-shirt and matching sneakers. I wore it with a white shirt. Oh, Bia asked me for these photos. I hope I have one with a little scarf here. It looks super cute and with high heels. I'm not sure if it was 3 or 2, but I'll share the 2 I remember were really cute. Also, I want to talk about these sneakers. Let me know if you've heard of them. It's a brand, I think it's Japanese. When it comes to giving information, I always know just half of it, but what I know about the brand, if I'm not mistaken, is that it's a Japanese brand called Tiger. And the must-have sneakers from this brand are yellow with black. But yeah, let's put the sneakers here. We're talking about this brand and model. They're trendy, but the yellow one is the one that went viral. But me, since I haven't been wearing sneakers as much as before, just sneakers, I don't think it makes sense to buy sneakers in this color because when I'm putting together outfits, I'm going for more elegant looks, so like sneakers that go with everything. Anyway, what I want to say is that I found these sneakers to have a very similar vibe, you know? Like if you look quickly, it even looks like it's the same sneaker from that brand, and I loved it. I already wore it the other day with a trench coat, a t-shirt, and some pants, like those loose pants, you know? It looked super cute, so I can say I got it, already wore it out, and loved it. So, did you all like my look? Modest fashion? What do you think, guys? I'm going to take advantage of this vibe here and put it together with some denim shorts because I think denim shorts were missing. I need to pick up my son since it's getting late. The sun is already setting here and I'm late. So instead of making another one, I'm going to put this one on so you can see. And that's it. Leave your like. Hold on, I'll be right back with a basic sneaker look, but you know what I like about these outfits? Guys, even though they're simple, they're not that simple. Because the t-shirt matches the pants, because the sneakers match the t-shirt, because it just so happens that I have the bag. I know that having a bag to match the outfit is a bit harder for us, but when you do have it, it just brings a little joy to your heart. So let me show you this t-shirt, which I've already worn recently. I'll even ask Bia to put it on the screen with some pants from Renner, those Aladdin pants that match it, in the same color. It looked really cute, and on that occasion I wore it with flat sandals. I haven't tried Aladdin pants with sneakers yet because I'm still overcoming some barriers with Aladdin pants since I'm a petite person. And because the pants get all puffy really close to my shins since my legs are short. I used to think I could only wear them with heels or pumps or slingbacks or high heels, but now I'm already able to wear them with flats, even sneakers. I still don't know if it looks good or if it works for me because once again, since I'm petite, when I wear pants that are lower, I like to show the top of my foot, but I don't have that. I'm not a short girl who does tricks to look taller, but there are some visual rules that I follow that, for me, like, I like them, you know? So, like, there are rules you can follow. There are ways to look taller. They exist. And for those who want them, that's totally fine. And there are people who are much taller than me. I'm 1.56 meters tall, and some people are 1.60 or 1.70 meters and use tricks to appear taller, which is totally fine. But what I want to say about this is that, honestly, I'm very comfortable with my height, but I like things that look visually harmonious. Well, these pants from Renner, they're really cute. I haven't cut them yet, but they'll look much better once I do, and I'll be cutting them very soon. Guys, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember if they were baggy, what was written here, what the tag said, but I know they have a loose fit. This one is a size 34, and it's still a bit loose. A knit sweater in beige or this color would look great here, but I don't have one yet. So here's the full look so far. Are you guys liking it? Go ahead and leave a like because I always forget about the like. But I hope you haven't forgotten and are already subscribed to the channel. I used to say that we were on our way to 300,000, but now we are 300,000. And thank you for that, okay? So guys, I'm even saying goodbye to this look. Speaking of which, we only get good at something when we start, when we don't give up, and when we practice, practice, practice. And I just said that yesterday I was talking about it, that I saw a podcast and the guy was saying this. If you see someone doing something and it looks like what they do is easy, It's because they're really good at what they do. That means I'm really good at what I do. No, I'm not being arrogant. I'm not talking about myself. I'm saying that I thank God for never giving up, and I was lucky not to give up. Of course, guys, I feel I started at the right time. It was easier than starting now. With Naldonto, I joined during the boom of buccal fat removal and facial harmonization. Thank God, in 2 moments of my life, I started two things from scratch. But I was there at the right time for those things. I'm not sure if it was God's luck or just me always searching. It depends on how open you are to new possibilities. When I first used the internet, I was searching for something. After graduating, I started at Naldonto and needed to get in. But guys, since we use the internet, we have to do even more, not just consume. Because I saw something that really stuck with me, which is that on the internet, either you entertain or you are entertained, and I'm someone who uses my phone a lot. Honestly, I don't know what's happening in the world. I don't follow anyone. Some people I follow appear for me, but I'm not someone who keeps watching everything. I don't use TikTok. I hardly use anything. I use a lot of content for myself, watching my own videos anyway. And then I saw at the time someone going to, not just anyone, but someone going to have a procedure done with a dentist. And I had already graduated. I was still working with my dad, and I said, wow, dentists do this. Then I went to research it. It was like the beginning of dentistry. Going into this area of facial harmonization, I went, found a course, took the course. I was in the first postgraduate specialization class in harmonization. I did that too. Anyway, so I'm not really a big consumer. I realize that I think I have a different perspective when I'm using the internet, and look for that on the internet. If you have an idea, if you have a spark, and more than just having a spark, I want to support you, to encourage you to do what you see, because how many ideas are just sitting in the drawer? The year has changed too. I was talking to my grandson about this, talking with him how important this turn of the year is. For us to make decisions, for us to start thinking about a project again, for us to take the project off the paper, for us to schedule a doctor's appointment, even simple things like scheduling a dentist or a doctor's appointment. The things you left behind throughout the year and in the rush of the second semester, it's very hard to do something completely new. I hope you're getting ready to start something. I'm really going to encourage you to start this year instead of waiting. If I hadn't started back in 2021, I would never be here. I never imagined that all of this would work out so well, thank God. Today, it's my source of income, my only source of income. I'm no longer a dentist or involved in facial harmonization. I love dentistry and highly recommend it for anyone considering it for their child. It's a great career. I think it's amazing as long as you know how to use the internet to your advantage. I also got into facial harmonization by always being smart online and promoting a lot. In my city, I quickly became well known, even though I don't come from a family of dentists or have a recognized last name, which matters in small towns. Oh, so and so, someone's nephew, someone's neighbor, that last name, I don't know what I am. There's no one named Saraiva in Sorocaba, at least that I know of. And I thought, wow, how is that? I always thought being a dentist only worked if your parent was a dentist. And guys, because I put myself out there on the internet, because I was clever on the internet, I made a name for myself really quickly in my city. I was very happy in dentistry, psychologically, financially speaking, in every way, you know. I prospered a lot, thank God. It's just that the internet is really great. So guys, thank you for watching. The internet is really great because you exist, you know? Don't be afraid to start because of what people will think of you, because there are so many amazing people, you know? That's something I never did when I started. And I'm going to encourage you to create content for your business, whatever it is you want to do. When I say encourage, it's not about being an influencer, though you can be, but about influencing your own business. Don't send it to friends or ask for likes, just do your thing. I never did that, never asked or expected, and was never upset if they didn't comment or like anything. I just did my work, and look how many amazing people I've reached here. So, 1,000 kisses to your hearts. Take your ideas off the paper, go after your dreams. I can't thank you enough for my 300,000. Oh my God, that's so many people. But thank you for everything, 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 and count on me. We're in this together, always. Thank you, guys.